So I just want to ease ourselves into the new week with some sort of head, neck and shoulder movements, which I hope will really, really help you. So firstly, what I'd like you to do is we'll look at the head. So we're going to lace the fingers, and I want you to put your thumbs down the back of your neck. So I'll just show you that. So lace the fingers around the back of the head and just have the thumbs coming down the back of the neck here. And I want you to pop your hands on the big bump at the back of your head, and I want you to gently just push your elbows up towards the ceiling, and then just release that off. Let the arms go a little bit, and then just keeping the hands cradled here, pushing those elbows up towards the ceiling. Now, you could probably just move your hair out of the way to get a better hold of this, but just again, push those elbows up towards the ceiling, and just one more, release the elbows, and then again. So you're putting your hands around and you're cradling the back, and you're just gently lifting up by pushing your elbows up. There we go. And then just release that down. How does that feel? How does that feel? Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is along your jaw here, along the jawbone, I want you to just tap pitter-patter with your fingertips along the jawbone. So just along here on both sides, just a pitter-patter, and then come up onto the cheekbones here. Pitter-patter, pitter-patter. That's it. And then go back down onto the jawbone, and I want you to sort of halfway along the jawbone just sort of gently rub small circles. It's a bit like a face massage, but just small circles in the sort of the hollow of your cheek, and it's sort of halfway along. You've got quite a big muscle here, so just want you to circle your fingers there, and then come along the cheekbone, and you've got a pointy bit here and a pointy bit under here, and if you go too far forward you're onto your teeth, so just in there, just give that a bit of a rub both ways for me. That's it. And just take your fingers away and just see how that feels. How does that feel? That should feel quite nice. Okay, so for the neck then, I just want you to think here about standing up nice and tall, and just tuck the chin in ever so slightly, and then tuck the chin in a little bit more and feel the length up the back of the neck, and then release, and then just tuck that chin under, and then release again. So just tuck that chin in and release. So what you're doing is you're just extending the back of the neck. So one more of those for me, and just sort of see how that feels. So give your head a little bit of a wobble and see how that feels. That's it. So what I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to pop your hands over your shoulders, and you to sort of let the fingertips sort of come into a dip here, and I'd like you to give that just a bit of a squeeze. So you're just giving that a bit of a squeeze, and if you work your fingers up towards your neck a bit and back down again, you will start to feel, might feel a bit tender in there, might not, just see how that feels. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. And then just release those hands. So I'd like you to just do a little bit of tapping then here around the neck and shoulders. Come down the arm, around the back of the arm, down the front of the arm, under the arm, just sort of giving all that a nice big pat. And you might think, movement, why would we be doing this? But actually it's to give the body a nice wake up, and you don't have to do the movement after this, you can just be here. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So pat down the shoulder, down the collarbone, down the arm. That's it. So just pat, 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 back of the arm, underside of the arm, into the armpit, just patting around that shoulders, giving yourself a good pat, and then just seeing how that is there. So from here, let's just do a little bit of shoulder movement. So if you spread your fingers out really wide, you've got your little finger, leading with the little finger, I want you to do a turn with the hands, and then bring that back. So taking the attention to the shoulders, spreading your fingers wide, with your little finger making a circle back towards your hips and then bringing that round again. So taking that circle back towards your hips, lift the arms up to the I was going to say the sky then, and just bring them down, so up to the ceiling. So again, rotate those arms, take the hands up, and then circle your hands the other way. And again, so just turn those hands, taking those arms up, over you go, and round. And again, one more of those, so turn those fingers round, and then just taking those arms up and round, and then just taking those hands out, lift and back down and release, round and lift, up and down. So one more of those, or do two more of those, lifting up a little bit higher, and you'll just notice how just trying to keep things level and then bringing those arms back down. So just sort of see how that feels. So you've done a bit of rotation here. So what I'd like you to do is to now take your arm up and reach over and bring that arm back. So if you want to, you can pop your hand on your waist here, take the arm up and then reaching over the top and lengthening, and then just bring that arm back down in front of you. And again, take the arm up, leaning over, leading with your little finger and down, and again. So just taking this nice move through here, and one more of those for me. That's it. So same thing on the other side. Pop your hand onto your waist, taking the hand up, reaching over the ear, and then bringing the arm down in front of you, giving it that full range of movement if you can. That's it. I'll do a couple more of those and just see how that feels here. And one more. So bring the arm up over your ear and then down and round in front of you. So just taking the shoulders back for me now, and open the back, open the chest, open the back and the chest. And again, just letting those shoulders, letting your head and neck follow the movement, and then just roll the shoulders here. So what I'd like you to do is go back to that finger tapping on the head, and then coming to your shoulders, coming to your cheekbones, and then just patting around the forehead. That's it, just patting around the forehead, back around the eyes, onto the cheekbones. So just being really careful and gentle around your eyes, and then along your jawbone here. That's it, along the jawbone, and then just see how you feel, and then just standing up and just sort of seeing how that feels. And so we'll just finally finish off with that head release that we did at the beginning, that neck release. So lace the fingers, thumbs slide down either side of your neck, cradle the back of the head, and then just pushing those elbows up towards the ceiling and release. And again, press those elbows up and release, and then again. So just cupping the back of your head. That's it. And once more for me. So cup the back of the head, push the hands up and release, and just see how that feels. I hope you've enjoyed that.